wrong side of the tracks.
Well, welcome everybody to Ponyboys, and yet again we are locked in isolation. I've decided to give you a better view. I'm allowed out of the lounge room now, so stay strapped. It's the big day. It's the first day of the championship, so plenty of Group 1s out there this week, plus the big country championships as well. Race 1, we're going to go to the Group 3. It's the kindergarten race. I'm going to go with number 4, Damaged. J Mac and Cummings to get us off to a good start. They've been in absolutely good form lately. It's a 26% win rate for J Mac and Cummings. So definitely with number 5, Downland, the obvious danger in that one. Race 2, we've got the Group 3 Carbine Club over 1,600 metres. I'm going to go with the number 2 Promotions over number 5 Grand Piano. I'm really happy today to lay off a couple of favourites and go with a bit of value around there today. Given that the conditions are probably going to move into the heavy too. Race 3, we've got the country champs. It's what everyone can't go to the city for, but I'm sure plenty of people will be around their laptops, TVs, and cheering on a couple of these. I'm going to go with Too Big Farry. I'm going to stick with it, trained by Toddy Howlett. He's in a very good form, chasing 4 wins, 2 from 2 of the distance, and I think if he can hold the lead, and he can hold off this horse, he's going to be the danger for me. Number 1, Bobbing at $4. It's the only horse to have won track and distance here, in good form, and will appreciate the Randwick straight too. Race 4, we've got the Adrian Knox over 2,000 metres. It's a Group 3. I'm going to go with the number 11, Amito, as my first roughie of the day, to bring home the spoils against the stablemate in Colette. Which will start probably $2.30 at the moment, may start even money by the time it gets to race. So I'm prepared to go around that one as well. But it definitely, those two, 11 and 3 Quinella, probably Quinella of the day actually. Race 5, we've got the Group 2 Chairman's over 2,600. I'm going to go with one of my favourite horses. Hasn't been in the best of form, but does fire around this time in its preparation. Gayatri, $9 chance here. I had Gaelic Chieftain as the danger, but I put a line through that, and I really think the number 6 in Yogi can run a big race in this one. Loves the distance. Also, very good coming from the back, and we'll see by this time of day what type of track it is and where the bias is at. But if it can get a good run on the straight, Yogi definitely at $34 is a very good each way bet. Race 6, we've got the first Group 1, the size produce over 1,400 metres. I've got a good little trifecta for you here, or a box Quinella, however you want to play it. I'm going to go with the toppy here, 1 Monaghan at $3.60. Natural Willa is in absolutely on form. It's an on-pace horse. I think definitely if it can sit 2 back and get the run on the straight, going to be very hard to catch once it kicks. I've got the number 8 Olkirk at $9.50. It's a closing back marker, so again we'll see how it plays in the day, and we might even swap those two around. But very good closing speed. And then I've got a little roughie in here to wind off the trifecta with Australia's favourite jockey. I've got Cultural Amnesia in here at $18. So we go to race 7 now, the Australian Darby over 2,400. It's another Group 1. It's the first leg of the quaddie as well. I'm going to stick with Castelvecchio. $3, maybe a little bit skinny for it, so maybe put a bet on this morning and indeed wait till see when it jumps and see if it gets you that better fuck there. The danger here for me is Zabrowski at $15. I really like the way it hit the line against Shadow Hero the other day, and Shadow Hero is going to round up my trifecta. If you want a first 4, I'm willing to spec and put in number 5 Eric the Earl at $27 as well. Race 8, we got the TJ Smith Group 1, 1,200 metres, and what a race this is! This is unbelievable. We've seen these horses over the last couple of years, and they're all in a very, very good form. So I'm going to go with 2 Pirata on top against number 4 Red Zell as a danger. $18 for Red Zell. I mean, what can't this horse do? It's come back in absolutely sublime form over this autumn carnival, and I can't see why it's $18. With the number 3 Santa Ana Lane, willing to risk Nature Strip in this one, and I'm going to go with my top 4. Number 5 Trekking as well. Race 9, we've got the Doncaster. That's what everyone is watching at home. I think Glenn Boss can make it number 10 here on Brandenburg, $7.50. He's chosen the mount. And the real danger for me, again, over the odds, number 2, Colding, $17. Loves the track, loves the distance. Then you go down to number 12, Imaging, and number 7, always have him in my top 4. He's got a very late quick speed, and his name is Mr. Quickie. So I'm going to keep that one in there as well. Our last race of the day is the Group 3 PJ Bell over 1,200 metres. I'm going to go wide on this one just so we can fatten up this quaddie. 15, Dazzling Damsel, and number 4, Akari, both at $26 and both ready to win, especially Dazzling Damsel, who I believe can run a very big race here. Last race of the day in the wet. Absolutely loves it. It's a mudlark and it's going pretty well. Akari, it's due for a win too. So thanks very much. We're going to head over to the Merriweather Studios and have a chat with Justin Lees, and let's see what he thinks about tomorrow's big day.
Yeah, thanks, Ruff. As the sun comes out here in Merriweather, I don't know what it's like up there at the bay, but probably gloomy, seeing as you're there. Race 1, I'm going to go number 5, Doubtland, at $5 at the moment. It's the one win from one start and a soft 7. Has trialled in between. Race 2, I'm going to go number 5 again, Grand Piano. The 1600 should suit, and I think it'll handle the wet. In race 3, I've gone number 6, Julian Rock, at $7.50 at the moment. The wet, heavy track shouldn't be a problem. It has the speed to overcome the wide draw as well. It's drawn out in barrier 16, and I think it's a good each way bet at $7.50 at the moment. Now, race 4, I'm going to go number 18, Rathvilly Miss. It's a long shot. It's my Lee's long shot of the day. It's I read that the last 5 winners of this race all have been around in double figures, except for one. So the average is around $12 for the winner of this race in the last 5 times it's been ran. It's drawn nicely here on a big wide track. I think over the 2,000 should relish. If it gets a run, I think it can definitely shake it up. And I think at $67, it's definitely worth a bit of money. Race 5, I'm going to go with number 4, Raheen House. Finished midfield both previous runs. Third up here, I think it'll be fitter for that. It has won over the distance, and I think at $11 that's worth a little bit of a each way bet there as well. Race 6, I'm going to go number 1, Mama Reagan. It's a class horse by the looks of it. It comes out. It won a Group 2 on debut, then third in a Golden Slipper for its second run. So that suggests that there's something about this horse. It draws a good gate here. It should get a nice position off the leader as well. So I think at $3 at the moment, that's very good. The next race, I'm going to stick with the top weight again here, and Castel Vecchio. I've backed it actually the last couple of starts, and so I'm going to stick here. Was ridden a little bit closer to the speed last start, and it produced the quickest 600 of the race. And I think the step up to the 2400 should be sweet for it. And it has a little bit of wet form too. So at $3 at the moment. Race 8, the TJ Smith Stakes. Now Nature Strip, I believe Nature Strip, they're paying what is it, $3 for Nature Strip to run a place on the TAB. So you know that with Nature Strip in the race, that the tempo is going to be on. I think I'm going to go with number 2 here, Pirata. We know it can find second up, and it's out to the 1200. I think the rain is a bonus too, or the wet track if it hangs around. Although it finished 5th in the Galaxy, it did hit the line strongly, and at $7 at the moment, with that little bit of rain around and a little bit of a wet track, I'm going to jump on that. But Nature Strip to run a place at $3, I think that's definitely, you've got to take that for sure. Now race 9, the Doncaster Miles, the last Group 1 of the day. I'm going to stick with number 1 here as well, Melody Bell. It's just, it's a class horse, isn't it? It's set to peak here, third up. Has placed both darts this prep in some good races. So I think $6.50 at the moment. Beautiful. I'm also going to have a little trifecta in this. Number 1, Melody Bell. I'm going to go 14, Star of the Seas. Number 4, Kingswood Dream. It's had a little freshen up. I'm going to forgive it for its last start. $34. I'm going to throw it in. And number 12, Imaging, with Kieran McAvoy on board. It's got a little bit of wet form as well, I think, and at $12. And number 10, the last race of the day. Hopefully they get there. I'm going to go to number 2. It's still tracking at 100%. It's 8 starts, 6 wins, 2 seconds. It's going for its 5th win in a row. It's at $2.10 at the moment. That's probably my boost of the day. Rubisaki with Nash Rawilla on board. So there you go. We'll have our quaddie numbers down the bottom as well as all our best bets and Ruff's Ruffy, Miley's long shot. So thanks for joining us. See ya.